Hey everybody, it's going to be another two for Sunday. I'm going to do one I haven't had in a while. I just had an urge for it. It's one I got about Christmas time back in the sampler pack with the glass. I really wanted the glass, this nice Ommegang glass. I'm going to do their, it's what came in mind. I saw some people that had the other earlier versions like 2009 or something, but I got the 2011 version of the Three Philosophers. That's Ommegang's version of a quadruple. A little bit from the website. It says, Cynics can't believe it, Epicures hail it a sensation, and Pythagoreans just can't add up what makes this luscious blend of rich malty ale and cherry lambic so delightful. It might be the flavor of dark chocolate and cherry cordials. Could be the way it acquires wisdom and grace in the cellar. Maybe it's a conundrum. What's your theory? The essence of our wonder is a unique and masterful blend of strong malty ale and authentic Belgian Kriek. Our philosophers deduce that this powerful marriage of cherries, roasted malts, and dark chocolate will only achieve more wisdom and coherence as it broods in the dark recesses of your cellar. I'm going to have to get a couple more of these and get them in the cellar and see how it ages. I've never really had an aged one before, so but I do like it fresh, so see if I can get this cork off. I may have to cut the camera. I sometimes struggle with corks. But sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Now, this is going to come off pretty easy. It's just your typical Ommegang cork. Not like those darn Boulevard corks. Nice little pop. Not a lot of smoke on that one. Let me get her in the glass and I'm going to do just a little aggressive pour here. Yeah, maybe that was a bit much. Ease off on that. I can hear that head sizzling over here. We got a nice dark ruby red beer. Seems to be a moderate amount of carbonation streaming up. Got a good at least 3 finger of a foamy, yeah, not quite tan, sort of a yellowish head on it. Lots of, oh, I can smell that. I can smell that from here. Almost smells vinous. Get the hints of cherry. Not as much as you would expect, since they did mention it as one of the main ingredients. Maybe a little fig, like brown sugar. There might be some plums, some grape, some definitely bready malt in there too, but the fruity esters are what you notice first. Cherries, plums, a little bit of alcohol, not a lot. This is 9.8% ABV, but for that you don't really get a lot. Maybe get some banana peel. Little leather, maybe a little bubble gum. A lot going on here in the nose. So let's give it a taste and see how it follows here. Okay, get that cherry right up front. Definitely there. The bready malt flavors are larger in the overall makeup than you would expect. Almost like a little brown sugar in there. It kind of gives it a syrupy taste. For the style though, it's kind of dry. You get just a hint of the alcohol heat on this, a little more than in the nose. But yeah, you get your dark fruits, your dates, your plums, your cherries in particular. You get your dates, your plums, your figs. Get that nice Ommegang yeast flavor. Finish is a little plum, maybe even a little vanilla in the finish. Malt and a little citrus hop too, right there in the finish. It's a nice rich, creamy beer. It's really smooth. Carbonation, though, really cleans the palate between each sip. So even though it is a little thick and syrupy, it doesn't linger much. The carbonation does clean the palate. So let me add some more to this and sit and sip on this a while, and I'll be back in a few with the final thoughts and grade. Hey, I'm back. It's been half an hour or so. I've been sipping on this. As you can see, I got the rest of it corked up. This is not a real beer that, to me, it's a dessert beer. I had some nice spicy chicken, some good food. This is a nice, sweet dessert beer. It's not something I can drink a lot of. I like it. It's really good, but it's a treat after dinner. It's not something I don't really think it might be good with dinner. I didn't do that, but it's not something you'd really want to drink alone. But it's really a good beer. A little sweet for my taste, but not really what I with all the sweetness and the cherry and that they added. They say it's, they call it a quadruple, but it's almost a lambic. It almost is. It's really sweet. It's a good dessert beer. Get a little chocolate, a little cherry, a lot of sweetness. Great dessert beer. Not something you want to drink a whole lot of. If I didn't have one of these big, huge bottles, they do come in smaller bottles. I could probably drink one of those, and that would be a perfect for a dessert beer. But as a quadruple, I don't know. This doesn't really remind me of a quadruple. I mean, it's a darn good drinkable beer. So I'm sort of torn on this one. As a quadruple, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It's a good drinkable beer. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10, although something, except in very rare circumstances, you wouldn't want to drink a whole lot of. You definitely wouldn't want to drink more than one of. I've had a glass and a half of this. So it's a good drinkable beer. I'd give it a 9. It's a darn good beer, though. So I'll average those two. So between the two, the three Philosophers Quadrupel, as they call it, from Ommegang, gets an 8 out of 10. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer.